All right, so we're not gonna go through this gate. Next one, we're gonna go up over there. By the way, it's a nice day today.
Yeah, yeah. Beautiful weather.
Yeah, warm. It's nice and big open area. Is there any special day today?
Oh, yes, today was actually the Yamabiraki, the mountain opening ceremony.
Oh, wow.
It's actually a little too cold and dangerous to practice up in the mountains during winter. But
Okay.
Today marks the start of spring, essentially. The first day that the Yamabushi go up and practice. Oh, we've got another Tori gates.
Okay,
Stop.
so this is not red, but this is a shrine torii.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, it's another
Those are. So I remember, put your hand together and
bow.
bow.
Go ahead.
Great. It's like after this gate, kind of change the atmosphere.
Yes. You can feel it, just kind of that more sacred space.
Yeah.
Here we have a very important step
Okay.
of practicing. This is water for purifying yourself.
Okay.
So you take the shaku,
Shaku.
Shaku.
It's not spoon.
yes,
Shaku. Okay.
scoop up some water and pour it on your left hand and on your right hand.
Okay.
And then you can get some more water.
So this is very fresh one.
Yes. And you take the water from the shaku into your hand, and then spitting it out might seem like bad manners, but it's water for getting the impurities out of you, so you don't want to drink it.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
And finally, you can just take some water and then pour it down the handle to rinse it off.
Oh, wow.
And this is actually something a bit special here. We have
Okay.
Mizukake Fudomyo,
Oh, yeah. Those are statues.
where if you see statues like this that are kind of wet and mossy,
Yeah.
you can actually take the water and share some of it with Fudomyo.
Oh, okay. Wow. So, 3-4 times?
Yes.
Oops. All right, great. So this, once again, hold with the right hand, scoop up some water, left, right, clean water, left hand, wash your mouth, right hand, wash the handle, and leave it.
Yes.
All right, great, thank you.
One more important thing I should mention
Okay.
is that just because there's a statue near some water doesn't necessarily mean it's always okay to throw water on it.
Okay,
So here we have actually another water basin
okay,
for giving to the statues. But you can see here, there's these mossy statues.
Okay,
where
yeah.
people have been giving them lots of water,
yeah.
and it's okay. But then over here we have the statues with no moss.
Okay,
These ones you can see nobody is throwing water on them. So these are ones that you should not spray with water.
okay. So when you see the water around the statue, just throw the water at the mossy one. Do not throw water at not mossy statues.
And when in doubt, you don't need to throw the water on them. You can just put your hands together and bow.
Okay, okay. So do not throw the water to every single statue. And if you don't know which is the right way, just pray.
Yes.
Do not throw the water. This is very important. Thank you. So there's more tamagotchi.
Yes.
And is this a lamp or
So yes, lanterns. that we
lantern?
use.
Okay.
And these are also offerings by believers of our temples.
Yes, I see the name. Yes. Wow.
Yes, because these temples survive on the support of the faithful people who come here.
Oh,
And so
wow.
it's also a way for us to show our respect to the people who have kept this place going for over 1,000 years.
Wow. What's this dragon?
Oh, this is an avatar of Fudomyo called Kurikara Fudomyo.
Kurikara Fudomyo. Wow.
Where it takes the sword of wisdom that he had in his right hand,
Okay.
and Fudomyo transforms into the wish-granting dragon Kurikara.
Kurikara. Okay. So Fudomyo became the dragon
Yes.
and tried to bite the sword or
He's wrapped around the sword and is, in a sense, similar to the idea of like the Kongo Gassho being you and the Buddha becoming one. It's the sword that destroys obstacles and overcomes hardships, and the dragon that grants wishes and makes desires come true, becoming one. That it's both eliminating the things that bring us distress and providing the things that bring us peace.
Oh wow. And what the two couples smaller statue of this is a human.
Yes, these are Kungara Doji and Seitaka Doji.
Okay.
They are two followers of Fudomyo.
Oh, okay. Oh wow.
They listen to his guidance and do his bidding and work to protect people.
The lady seems happier, but gentlemen seem kind of have some concerns.
It's similar to how, you have the very peaceful, calm Buddhas and Bodhisattvas versus the more angry, fearsome wisdom kings. You have the followers of Fudomyo might be very peaceful and calm, like, it's okay, you don't need to worry. Or maybe another one who sees somebody misbehaving and goes,
Oh, okay.
I see you.
Oh, okay, a little pissed off. Okay. Oh, wow, that's interesting. There's a lots of story to everything. That's
Yes.
great. That's awesome. Like, if I didn't have you here, I would just walk by, hey, there's a cool dragon with a fire, with a sword. But there's a story, it's a Fudomyo. Wrap around in a sword with a fire and two followers. One is, happier, it's okay. The other one is very concerned. And wow, whole story in one little, this area. That's great.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's like the more you learn, the more fascinating it becomes.
Wow, awesome. And this is the main gate,
Yes.
isn't it?
This is the main hall of the temple. You
Okay.
can see, again, we've got the temple crest here.
Okay. And what's this?
It's the Shimenawa. This is, again, sort of a marker of a sacred space. You can see there are many different types of those at these religious sites that sort of show the different layers of sacredness. And oftentimes, the Shimenawa is a long rope all the way around a space,
Okay.
or covering the entire entrance, but sometimes like this, they've sort of simplified it and condensed it into this sort of symbolic object just over the center of the entrance.
Oh, wow. Awesome. All right, so can I enter?
And sometimes in a building like this, you have to take your shoes off again
Yeah.
at the entrance, but here you can see
Yeah.
you may enter with your shoes on.
Okay, so you can have shoes on means you can have shoes on. All right, so can I come in? Do I have to bow or?
You can just bow at the entrance.
Hey, there's someone singing.
Oh, yes. They're performing a ritual. So, when there's something going on in the temple, you should be a little more quiet and respectful.
Okay. So, is this anyone singing?
Oh, yes, they're chanting in a ritual right now.
Okay.
And so, when there's a ceremony going on in the temple, it's important to be very quiet and respectful. Yes.
Don't be loud. Okay.
And this is the inner hall of the temple, the most sacred space where they perform these important ceremonies.
Okay.
And so,
You can see the red carpet. And dosoku kinshi. That means do not enter with shoes.
Yes. And also inside it says
Okay.
no pictures, no cameras, no shoes, no hats. That's also very important.
Okay, okay. Oh, wow. And there's also dragon.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Oh, yeah, this is the incense and candles.
yes.
And there's candles.
Yes. And so, if you want to light a candle for an offering, there's usually going to be a tanebi,
Tanebi, yeah.
which is the sort of the candle for lighting other candles.
Okay. So, get a new candle. You can't light up the candle from here. Like, you gotta go from here.
Yes, because essentially, this the fire here, this light, is somebody else's offering. And so
Oh, okay.
if you took their fire, you'd
Yeah.
be kind of stealing their present for the Buddha.
Oh, okay. So, what do you call tanebi in English? Tane is seeds,
Yes,
seeding fire, kind of.
seed fire, you could say.
Ah, that's interesting. So, I guess everybody gotta remember this is tanebi, okay? So, okay, great.
And then you got the bigger incense.
Oh yeah, that's cool. That's very large. And this is. And I'm just wondering, what's this rope?
This is the bell. Similar to what we saw at the other place,
Oh,
the bell
okay.
that you rung with the stick. Here you have a rope with a piece of wood so you can strike the bell.
Okay.
And so, you can just be very gentle and
And you pray.
pray.
So, okay. There is the bell and there's offering box. What is the proper way to pray? Do you offer the money first and hit the bell and pray, or?
Yes, you can offer the money first, or you see, offer the money into the box, ring the bell, and then pray,
Pray.
and bow at the end.
Okay. So when you pray, do you have to call your name, your address, or anything, or?
Oh yes, the traditional way to pray is that similar to how you're, ringing the bell to announce your presence, you have to
Okay.
let the Buddha know who you are,
Okay.
who's coming, who made the offerings, and
Okay.
who is asking for their help. And so you give your, just, you don't have to say it out loud, but you can just
Okay.
give your name, address, and your wishes,
Okay.
your desires that you want to be freed from.
Oh wow, this is very important because a lot of people. I would imagine a lot of people just offer the money, ring the bell, and pray. But like, you actually have to call your name. Well, you don't have to call it out loud, but you pray, and when you put your hands together, you put your name, you call your name, your address, and what you're praying for.
Yes.
Oh, that's very important.
Yes.
And this is something a lot of people wouldn't know. So when you go to the temple, make sure to do that. Otherwise, it's not God, it's Honzon wouldn't know who you are
Yes.
and how to help you and who to help. All right, great.
And if you want to do kind of the next level up
Okay,
at this type of Shingon temple,
okay,
there's the idea of, becoming one with the Buddha.
okay.
And so, similar to how we have the Kongo Gasho that represents you and the Buddha becoming together,
Yeah.
you can chant the mantra, the
Okay.
Shingon,
Mantra, okay.
which is the special words associated with the Honzon
Okay.
that sort of represents you know, speaking the Honzon's words, becoming them, and in that way receiving some of their strength.
Oh wow. So that you mean like different Honzon have different mantra?
Yes.
Okay. So what is Honzon here?
The Honzon here is Kurikara Fudomyo.
Kurikara Fudomyo. That's a kind of cool sounds. Wow, he's very powerful. Sounds very cool. So Kurikara Fudomyo.
Yes.
So what is their mantra?
It's a long one.
Okay.
It might take a little bit of practice to remember.
Okay. Can you look at the camera and can you tell them?
No maka shichi shichi so shichi shichi kyarara yaku and sammama shichi ajama shichi soaka.
That's a long one. This is a challenge for everybody. So, can you say it again?
No maka shichi shichi so shichi shichi kyarara yaku and sammama shichi ajama shichi soaka.
So I will practice this. And how many times do you usually say it?
We usually say it 3 times, 7 times, 21 times, or 108 times.
Okay, so let's start with 3. So when do you say it? So you ring, offer the money, ring the bell, and
When you pray, you announce who you are and where you're from, what you're praying for, and then you recite the mantra. No maka shichi shichi so shichi shichi kyarara yaku and sammama shichi ajama shichi soka. Facing the Honzon, of course.
Okay. That's very important. But this is very high level. So first you have to come here and you don't have to take shoes off. So your shoes on, offer the money, ring the bell, put your hands together, and call your name, address, what you're praying for, and the bowing it. All right, great. Thank you. Well, this is very important. A lot of people should know so they can enjoy their temple experience even better.
Yes.
All right, great.
There's actually one very interesting statue here.
Okay.
I'd like to show you. So, this is a statue that is worshipped at many different Buddhist temples.
Okay.
And you might notice here, it's actually outside of the most sacred space.
Yeah.
It's kind of out here in a place where you don't even have to take your shoes off. And so, this is a statue of a Binzuru Sonja, Pindala Bharadvaja, who was one of the followers of the Shakyamuni Buddha, who lived in India about 2,500 years ago.
Wow, that's a long time ago. Yeah, okay.
And so he was actually given a mission by the Buddha to stay around and help people overcome various illnesses and physical challenges. And so we have statues of him in many temples that are always kept outside of the sacred space, somewhere closer where average people can come and be close to him.
Okay.
And I notice it's actually a very worn out statue, especially around the face and on the legs.
Eyes, nose, yeah.
Because this is actually a statue that you can touch.
Oh, okay, great.
Because it's believed that in his quest to help people, he will take away things like our physical suffering from us. And so if you have an ailment somewhere, like if you have headaches or eye pain, my knee has been acting up a little bit, so I just rub this. You can rub him on the statue and then touch yourself in the same place.
Oh, wow.
Share some of that energy.
Head, I have back shoulders, and yeah. She's going with right. Okay. Wow, I can see that a lot of people are praying with lots of herbs and with their heads. And, yeah, wow.
And if you have something that's maybe something more like emotional or mental, something that you can't quite, represent on the body.
Yeah.
Here he has the wish-granting jewel. Many Buddhist statues have hold this item, and it's essentially a magical jewel that takes your desires and turns them into reality. And so you can see it's the most worn out part.
Yes.
You can touch this. Focus on your desires.
All right. A lot of people will watch this video and come visit Shippōryūji. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Wow, there's so many, I've been here for quite a few times, but I didn't know a lot of things. And this is so nice to kind of find out and learn to experience the temple. It makes your experience so much different.
Yes.
So much better.
Yes, I think it's like the more effort you put in to learn, the more you get out of being here, It's the difference between just, walking through a park versus really having that spiritual experience.
That's totally true. So there's a lot of people who have been to a temple, but it's nice to see Golden Temple, beautiful places, but it's not only the beautifulness, there is more history or spiritual side to it, and there's so many more meaning to it. Wow. So you introduced me quite a bit about this Shippōryūji, but there's more to it. Like I see the sounds of river, and there's lots of natures. Are there anything else?
Oh yes, I think we should go and see one of the most important practice sites for our Yamabushi and monks here.
Oh wow, great. So you showed me around so much and I learned very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
But I see the river. I still see the nature. There is another gate over there. So are there any more important places in this Shippōryūji?
Oh yes, we actually still haven't visited one of the most important sites here.
So what is the most important site?
It's the Gyoja no Taki waterfall.
Wow, waterfall. I hear this very powerful water sound from the river. So, are you going to show me around?
Absolutely.
All right, great.
Let's go see where they do the waterfall meditation.
Waterfall meditation. Sounds very unique.